Let me tell you where you have come. You have come to Cave Adullam. You know what happens in that place? Weak people, planless people, shapeless people, hopeless people, people that have nothing to offer, people that have no hope in a future. They came to the place and they met a man. They met a man and they stayed with the man in that place. And after a while, do you know, they started describing those people, and some of them were giant killers. Do you know why they were giant killers? Because the man they sat with was a giant killer. And so it took ordinary men, shapeless men, hopeless men, people that society had given up on. And he looked at them and said, just sit with me. Just be here. Just be here. And after a while, they began to emerge. And they were not calling them hopeless again. They were calling them the mighty men of David. You should read about some of those mighty men. The Bible says one will stand and kill until the sword fused with his hand. I started asking myself, how does sword fuse with a hand? Do you know what it means? That sword fused with the hand. As in, the hand and the sword were one. And I started thinking, and I remembered Wolverine. That is a normal person, but there's a sword that is part of his being. So even before Wolverine, there were other people who had swords in their being, and they were fused with a sword. You see, some of the things that you see on TV, they are learners. You watch Avatar. Say Avatar. Avatar, the last airbender. You see Avatar, the firebender. You see Avatar, the earthbender. Before Avatar bent fire, Elijah was bending it. Before Avatar began to do water bending, Moses was bending it. And there's one they call the earthbender. Earthbender. Before he came, Joshua was bending it. Because Joshua stopped the sun. But the sun was never in motion. It's the earth that moves around the sun. So it's actually the earth that Joshua stopped, not the sun. And you don't want to know about the resurrected Christ. Oh, the resurrected new man, Christ, is a multi-element bender. And these men came out, warriors, to the extent that there was an enemy garrison. And one day, the man that trained them. You see the thing you people are doing here? One day you will look back and people will tell you you're not who you used to be. And then you will tell them, I met a man. There's a man in this place. To the extent that one day when David was now old, tired, weak, just said, Kai, there's a particular water. I just wish I could just drink water. This water from here. 3 of them. Three. How many of you have watched 300? And these 3 men went and broke through lines and arrays of enemy soldiers just to get a cup of water and brought to the king. These are men that have been trained. See, let me tell you, before 300 Spartans, there were 300 Gideon's men. That's where they got revelation from.